What's good? How you doing? It's your boy T here, back for another video. Hope you're having a good day today. We're continuing on with Doja Cat's catalog. We're on her third studio album, Planet Her. Hey, 2021 is when this came out, so 4 years ago. We got 14 songs here, and I'm digging the album cover. It's pretty cool. But let's just start right into it. We have our intro, Woman. You know, we have an Afro beats theme, and it works really well here. Good flow throughout, a fun, catchy hook, and both verses are just easy to enjoy. You know, for an intro, this is just an easy track to listen to, and for an opening, it is great. Track 2 we have is Naked. You know, the opening refrain is kind of annoying, man. And once we start to head into verse 1, it lacks good material. As we progress, I just started to get bored, man. The theme here of Doja wanting to take her clothes off gets so old so quick, man. This is lame. I don't like this shit, okay? Track 3 we have is Payday featuring Young Thug. We have a decent hook, but verse 1 is just so damn dry, like the Sahara Desert, man. Thug on verse 2 did bring above average bars. I'm not a fan of his delivery here though, and the beat screams pop, which is whatever. If anything, it's a one and done. You can enjoy it for that. Next track we have is Get Into It. The opening hook isn't bad. It's kind of catchy actually. Verse 1 has some nice rhymes. I'm liking the subtle beat here for sure. Verse 2 has a different tone from Doja's vocals, and her wordplay is pretty damn good here, alright? I really enjoyed this. You should give this a listen for sure, man. Next track we have is Need to Know. We have a nice opening hook here. It flows real well, and I like the beat too, man. This thing's crazy. Verse 1 is okay. It's just more of the same at this point here. I'll say the bridge works well here. I think the energy on verse 2 is good though. It's much better than verse 1. Verse 2 is definitely more enjoyable too, in my opinion. I enjoyed this for the most part. Next song we have is I Don't Do Drugs featuring Ariana Grande. First of all, stupid ass name for a song. And what the hell is this? Dude, let me save your time. This is whack and just straight corny. Midway through, I had to pause it and skip it. Garbage. Jeez. Next we have Love to Dream. You know, I don't like the opening hook here. This is clearly a pop song. Verse 1 is okay. I find verse 2 just to be uninspiring. I couldn't care less about this song. I just want to go back to hip hop, Doja, please. Moving on, we have You Was Right featuring The Weeknd. Thank God The Weeknd's here to help out. We have a nice subtle beat. Let's us focus on the writing here. Both the pre-chorus and hook work really well here. They sound good, and we're keeping the seductive flow on verse 1, and I like it. The Weeknd handles verse 2 with ease, of course. We got good vocals, decent writing. This is an easy listen, and I like this track, man. Moving on though, we have Been Like This. We have another slow track. Verse 1 is average at best. I feel like once we get to the chorus, the beat sure does get faster and more intense, which does help the song here. I feel like verse 2 is much better than verse 1, mainly because the writing is better by a mile. And the bridge is not bad either. After a few listens, I can honestly say I enjoyed this. You should check it out. Moving on though, we have Options featuring Jid. God damn it, man, this is lame. Seriously, these songs, they're all starting to sound the same here. Thank God we have Jid because he brought the heat for verse 2, right? He made this track worth the listen alone. Aside from his verse, this is whack and does nothing original for Doja Cat's catalog. Next, we have Ain't Shit. Okay, I admit, the hook made me laugh. For verse 1, Doja does deliver some clever bars. I'm not gonna lie on you there. I like the beat. It's just casual and so laid back. I feel like verse 2 though is just plain Jane. If anything, verse 1 is definitely the strongest here. But again, this song isn't something I'm gonna randomly put on. Luckily, I can at least enjoy it if I hear it on the radio or something. But other than that, man, I'm not gonna just randomly put this on, you know what I mean? We have a few songs left now. We have Imagine. So with this track, the hook's aight, but man, verse 1 is just rough. Mainly due to the vocals, man. Is this auto-tune on Doja's vocals? Because it just sounds like complete shit. It's not good at all, man. Verse 2 is the same thing. Like, did nobody say anything or notice? Like, I would have spoke up as the producer and said, Doja, your vocals are chopped on this verse. We need to get rid of this filter, you know what I mean? But the beat and hook are not bad, at least there's that. I will never play this song again. Okay, we got 2 songs left. Now we have Alone. Okay, so with the opening hook and beat, I'm liking this sound a lot. It's slowed down and chill. Verse 1 crafts a nice story, okay? The flow is neat and I have no issues so far. Doja opens up on verse 2 and it works well. I like this track to an extent. There's just something here, you know, it's just not ringing for me. I'm not gonna randomly throw it on, but again, I will show appreciation for it when it ever plays in public or anything like that. Because I will admit, it's an easy listen and it's easy on the ears. But now we have our outro, Kiss Me More featuring SZA. This has a great beat. We're more on the pop side again. Our opening verse with Doja is a nice welcome to the song here. We have a really catchy hook and it's short and it doesn't overstay its welcome. Doja swaps the flow for verse 2 and it's faster and we get pretty good bars here. It's more creative for sure. The writing stands on its own feet here, thankfully, and SZA comes in for verse 3 and it's aight. It's not that good, like there's nothing too crazy. I love me some SZA, but Doja could easily just solo this track. Regardless though, I think this is a good song and honestly, good idea making this the outro. It's a proper farewell to the album, you know? To me, Planet Her is a 5 out of 10. This album is plain average, plain Jane. There was so much riding on this album as we came off of Hot Pink, which is a pretty good album from Doja. I think it's like a little bit stronger. But to me, this album feels like a step down. The verses and some hooks are just flat here at times. We have songs like Naked, I Don't Do Drugs, and Imagine that have no business being on this album at all, man. They should have been thrown onto a USB, sent to space to never be heard again, okay? Doja does display versatility with her music, which is a plus. And the beats, they were pretty dope here for the most part. I just wish the writing was more consistent. At times, it just feels so damn lazy. And some songs have vocal effects that just pretty much kill the song. Like, why? For example, Imagine. That's the best one because it has auto-tune on Doja's voice and it just destroys it. Makes you not want to listen to it at all, okay? Get rid of it. We're 3 albums in, and it's fine for an artist to experiment, but sometimes it's best to just rely on what you do best. Like, we do have some good songs here, such as Woman, Need to Know, Get Into It, and a few others, but we have more bad songs than good here, in my opinion. Next, I'll be revisiting Doja's 4th studio album, Scarlet. Again, I want to thank you so much for watching as usual and showing support. It means a lot, truly. Yallah, you have a good day, my friend. See you.